Some people try to save money by buying their ebooks from pirated book websites. But what they don't understand is they're putting themselves at extreme risk, and they're hurting writers, publishers, and booksellers in the process. All right, let's talk about it. Anytime someone downloads a pirated ebook from one of these sites, they're exchanging their data with that site owner. And they may not realize that those site owners now have your email address. They may be gathering other information from your computer via the download. There's a whole lot going on here. Anytime you're not paying for something and you can't put your finger on a legit company that you're acquiring that from, you can almost guarantee that you're paying some other way. And in this case, it's probably your private information or data security. They will sell your email address. They'll sell any data they can derive about you to other people that may not have your best interest in mind. Not to mention the fact that you're downloading a file from these sites. Who knows what type of virus or other trackers they're embedding in these documents. So yeah, not necessarily a very safe practice. Most of these sites are hard to track. They're hidden behind some random site or IP address overseas. And there's really no way for you as a consumer to have any protections. If they do steal your data, if they do act in some way that doesn't align with your interest, you have no recourse. You can't go back to them and have it resolved. In fact, most of the writers and publishers that have had their books stolen by these pirating sites, they have very little traction with getting their books taken down because of this same reason. So downloading pirated books really hurts the writer because they've spent so much of their time and money to create this art. And there's no way for them to be reimbursed through a sale, right? So it doesn't matter whether they're self-published or if they're traditionally published. There is some type of royalty earning every time a book is sold, and you're completely eliminating that possibility for the writer. So essentially, they've worked for free. And if you want writers to keep writing and creating great work, that's not going to work, right? They have to be able to sustain themselves. Now, the vast majority of people aren't downloading pirated books, but the ones who are really hurting publishers because they've spent thousands of dollars on cover designers, editors, proofreaders, marketing personnel, everyone that's on staff there, acquisition editors, all these people that are involved in the publishing industry to make a very high quality product. They're all hurt when that book is pirated and there is zero financial exchange with the sale to reimburse those expenses for the publisher. So it makes it really difficult for a publisher to stay in business, just like it's hard for a writer to stay in business when there's no financial reimbursement for those expenses. And I'm going to put us booksellers in the last link in this chain because we're normally the end of the line for retail, obviously. We're selling the books that have been published, that have been written. And anytime someone is downloading a pirated book, they're taking a sale away from a bookstore, whether it be a big box chain or an indie bookstore like us here at Spineless Reads. And you may be thinking, well, it's an ebook. I wouldn't be buying an ebook from you anyways. You absolutely can. You could be buying that ebook and supporting an indie bookstore through their account on bookshop.org. Or you could be buying a paperback version of that same book or that series and putting that money back into your community through an indie bookstore. Not only are you supporting the bookstore owner, and that owner is passing that money down the chain to the publisher and the writer, but you're also supporting money going back into your community. Indie bookstores, when we make revenue, when we make a sale, we take that money and we pay for the space we're in. We pay for lawyers, we pay for accountants, we pay for suppliers, we pay for all of these things that exist within the community and feed that money back into the community. We donate money to schools. We donate money to local causes. We help out the library. We do all kinds of stuff in the community. And every time someone pirates a book, that's one less sale going to an indie bookstore. Now, I want to mention briefly what type of people you're actually downloading this book from. I know this because as a writer who self-published my first few books, I was chasing after pirated copies of my book to try and have them taken down by some of these PDF websites, we'll just put it that way. And there was no response. There's no legal recourse overseas for these people. I mean, I don't even know who to go to. You can try and engage with the host of the website because you can get that information. And most website hosts companies, the big ones, are going to say, hey man, that's not us, that's the website owner. You have zero recourse with the website host company. They're not going to take responsibility for what one of the websites on their millions of websites is doing. That's just not the way this works. It's like every other scammer that's trying to get money from your grandmother's life savings by calling her and coming up with some crazy story. It's basically the same type of human. So don't give those people your attention. Don't give them your information. Don't give them your email address. There's plenty of benefit to buying an ebook online or buying a paperback or a hardcover from a reputable business rather than giving these people more of your information, more of your time and energy, and damaging the industry. Hey, and if you're new here on the channel, my name is Lucas. I'm a writer, publisher, and bookseller here at Spineless Reads, indie bookstore in Williamsburg, Virginia. And I just wanted to say thanks for checking out this video. Hit like, hit subscribe, come check out our other stuff, and I'll see you guys around. Thanks.